G'day guys, I'm Ragnarok. Today we're going to talk about our Shadow Priest in Torghast. So first we're going to go over the talents real quick. So I'm just going to choose Death and Madness just because we're going to be using Shadow Word Death a lot. And it's just an easy way to generate Insanity, plus the cooldown reset is really nice as well. Choose Body and Soul for the movement speed, Misery so we can spread dots a bit easier, Psychic Chorus so we got a stun if we need to. We've also got Psychic Scream as well, so keep that handy. Auspicious Spirits, because we're going to pick a conduit that buffs these. Damnation, just so we can apply dots easier, reduces our ramp up time. And Surrender to Madness, so for those who don't know, this has been reworked, so it'll last 25 seconds and we can still move while casting, and generates 100% more insanity, and it lasts 25 seconds. So all you need to do is kill something within the 25 seconds and you won't die. If you can't kill anything within 25 seconds, you will die. So just be aware of that. Alrighty. For the conduits, we're Venthyr Covenant. This is just the template, so it automatically gives you Venthyr. For potency, we're going to have our Shadow Apparitions deal 31% more damage, which is why we took Auspicious Spirits. And for finesse, we've got after Psychic Scream ends, affected target's movement speed is reduced by 25%. Just makes it easier to kite if we need to get some enemies off us. Alright, with that said, let's go inside and get going. Let's run up here. Alright, select the floor we want to do and we click climb. The Shadow Priest, I've ran through here a couple of times and it is very fun. It is a very good class for Torghast. That's what I'm going to show you now. So let's choose which perk we're going to hit. So Shadow Mends are now instant and no longer cost mana but consume 5 Phantasma. Or we could choose when you critically strike with a direct attack, an Arcane Bolt will also strike your target, dealing 1k arcane damage. Yeah, let's go that one. That sounds good. Direct attack though, so it doesn't count for crits on our dots, unfortunately. We break these pots, this gives us Phantasma. For those who don't know, Phantasma is just a currency you get in Torghast, and you can use it to buy additional anima powers from the vendor on floors 3 and 6. However, it all disappears once you leave Torghast, so just be aware of that. As you can see, I've got no trouble burning enemies down. Alrighty, got plenty of sanity now, so let's whack out some devouring plagues. We gotta keep an eye on those pots too. And these little souls, make sure you free those. They'll give you a 1% buff to your intellect. Yeah, right here. So the more you free, the more buffs you get. Here's another one. And don't forget to break all the pots. Get Phantasma. Sometimes you even find more anima powers. See this pot here? See how it's splashing? That means there's an anima power inside. So definitely grab those pots. Alright, 20% of all damage you take is stored in the Cather Stick. The initial damage of your next Shadow Word Pain deals a stored damage. Okay, that's pretty cool. Haven't tried this power before. Make some more pots. So Torghast is really similar. Like, I'm not sure if you've played AFK Arena. It's just like a mobile app game, but there is a thing in there called the Labyrinth, and it's really similar to that. There's a certain number of floors, and the more enemies and objectives you kill on each floor, the more powers you get, which makes you stronger so you can climb up further. The idea is you get to the very end to kill the final boss, and they drop legendary crafting materials. So Torghast will be an important thing to do if you want to craft your legendary. And the higher layers you do, the more legendary crafting materials you'll get as a reward. I think there is a diminishing return though, so If you can only do floor 1 once a week, you won't be super far behind compared to someone who does floors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But there is still a little reward involved for those who do invest the time in it. But I think it's definitely better for a more fun thing to do than anything else. Let's pop Surrender to Madness here. Bearing Plague. Bearing Plague. There's another enemy power there. But let's take advantage of our Surrender to Madness. Oh, we didn't actually use it. My bad. I keep forgetting it's not off the global cooldown. Neither is Power Infusion. Just our 25% haste buff. It's nice to have that back though. That word Fortitude also reduces magical damage taken by 10%. Cool. I've actually forgot to buff myself. That's how bad I am. Alrighty. Now let's use Surrender to Madness. Boom. And we'll dot up everything. Dot. 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 Devouring Plague, Devouring Plague, Devouring Plague. Bang, 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 bang. So much fun. Devouring Plague, Devouring Plague. Gotta make sure you spend your insanity so you can get as many Devouring Plagues out as you can. I reckon that's what will get a lot of people, is people forget to spend their insanity on their Devouring Plagues and they realize that they're underperforming because they're overcapping on their insanity. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Alright, final boss. Like a fear on him. Get some distance between us. Devouring Plague. Keep him slowed. Silence. And Shadow of Death. Alrighty, let's see. Psychic Scream lasts additional 4 seconds. Mind Control lasts 30 seconds longer. Increases the target's damage by 50%. Oh, that's interesting. Or we can get some easy Phantasma. I reckon we'll go the longer CC. That could come in handy. Alright, on to the next floor. Yeah, so if you've watched my other 2 videos I've got out on this so far, I've done the Enhancement Shaman and the Arcane Mage, and they're very fun as well, but I think Shadow Priest probably clears through this faster than both. Arcane's pretty quick, but I think Enhancement only took me about half an hour, Arcane took me about 40 minutes. It'll be interesting to see how long this run will take us. Well, I guess you can just look at the length of this video and find out. Because yeah, these videos aren't edited, I'm just recording on the fly, which is something I don't normally do, but just trying to give you an authentic feel of what Torghast is like for each class that I cover in these videos. Alright, there's another soul there. Sometimes there's souls just randomly on the ground here, I'm not quite sure what they do. I think you can gather their essence if you stand on them, but they kind of just die on you, so I don't know. More pots. Sometimes it's hard to get your damn Shadow of Death off because of the global cooldown. It just feels so long sometimes. Yeah, what the hell? It's on cooldown. Sometimes it bugs out. Like, if you hit it right as they die, the cooldown doesn't reset sometimes, which is really annoying. Hopefully Blizz can fix that up a little bit more. But yeah, the debuff must be on the target. So if you kill him and that debuff doesn't like get that second to spawn on the target, then yeah, the cooldown doesn't reset on it, unfortunately. It's just something Shadow Priest will have to deal with unless Blizzard fix it. Your Vampiric Embrace, Pain Suppression, and Guardian Spirit lasts 50% longer. Okay, cool. That could come in handy. We need to pop VE. Okay. Got some good Shadow Word Deaths in there. Alright, we're gonna pop Surrender to Madness again. That's weird, it didn't seem to last very long. Alright. Tab target it in the wrong direction. How embarrassing. Alright, use our Devouring Plagues. Some more Insanity. You. Yeah, we'll see. It went off cooldown again. That's interesting. Alright, let's free some of these souls. Yeah, keep an eye on your map in Torghast. You gotta make sure you explore everywhere, because sometimes there are enemy powers just sitting at the end of the room. Yeah, I can see one down there, so we'll free these souls. Ooh, some pots there too. I'll get those on the way back. Yeah, we've got 6 souls now. So that's 6% increase intellect, which is nice. You get strength and agility as well, so if you play strength or agility, get those. Alright, we can get more CC, or your movement speed is increased by 60% when close to a wall or the edge of a hallway. Okay. Go to the movement speed just so we can get through this a bit quicker. It's not like the best buff in the world because you have to like hug the wall, but helps a little bit. Break these pots. Okay. Lost some Insanity, so we'll use our Damnation. And once we get a Killing Blow, then, well, with Shadow Word Death, then our Insanity problems are no longer a problem. Cool. Stun him. Yeah, might as well do this. Alrighty. Fade creates an illusion of the priest for 10 seconds, tricking enemies to attack it instead. The illusion explodes for shadow damage when it dies. Increased based on how long it remains alive. Cool. That's an interesting one. Looting Phantasma grants you an Absorb Shield. Destroying a breakable object within Torghast empowers you for the next powered shield by 10%, stacking up 10 times. Okay, so we can get a more powerful shield. I like the Fade one. I reckon the Fade one sounds cool. And encourages us to use Fade, which isn't something you'd probably normally use in Torghast if you were going to solo it. So, yeah, we'll go the Fade one. We'll see how that goes. It's a cooldown of Fade anyway. Fade, 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 fade. 30 seconds, cool. I've got a macro, so. Alright, floor 3. So floor 3, it's usually just like a intermission kind of floor, right? There's not normally enemies. Sometimes there might be a couple of traps or something, but usually there's like some souls, some pots you can break, and a vendor where you spend your phantasma that you've gathered so far to buy some enema powers. So hopefully it's got some cool enema powers we can buy. Usually has like more of the basic level ones. But you'll see in a sec. See what options we get. Oh, enema power here, so that's good. Alright, so we've got Psychic Scream, Power Shield, more stamina. Any attacking new creature are healed. Yeah, we might go the healing one because it's more survival, why not? Alright, here's the vendor here. Alright, what we got? Some potions. Increase haste by 3%. Hey, that's pretty good. Right, I'll buy one of those. Increase mastery by 3%. That's alright too. Parry price, pain suppression, and Guardian Spirit lasts 50% longer. I've already got one of those, and Animus powers do stack, so we could buy another one. Increases damage, amount of damage required to break your psychic screen by 300%. Ooh, now that could be useful. Let's get that. We'll get another anima power that we can choose. And we've only got 60 left, so we can't buy anything more until the next vendor. Alright, let's choose a anima power. Okay, Morats Explode. That could be useful as well. Yeah, I'm going to go the Morats Exploding. So we can pull in the rats to a big group, and then when they kill, they explode. And if you got multiple rats, they all sort of explode off each other. So you can do a massive amount of damage if you gather up a nice big group. Yeah, see, we got a few rats here. So if I just pull them all nice and close here. Alright, now let's kill this rat. See that? Boom. Lots of damage. Alright. Trap there. Oh, we've still got some more enemies to kill. Alright. Extend the duration shadow of pain for 4 seconds. Sure, why not? Sometimes you only get one option, so you just take it anyway. Lovely. Gotta make sure you loot all your kills. Get that Phantasma. We've got a few directions we can go here. What's down here? So there's a few enemies down here, and we can go back that way as well. So we'll just have to have a look around. Alrighty. Anything interesting up here? Oh, there's a key. Okay, key's good. Lock has opened somewhere. Okay. Sometimes it opens a door like this, and sometimes there'll be a chest around somewhere with some anima powers in it, so definitely get a key if you see a key. It's pretty dead down this way. It's like someone came through here and killed everything already. Alright, let's stay near the wall so we can speed this up a little. Alright. Damnation on him. Bang. 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 Alright. Yeah, if you like multi-dotting but don't want to play Affliction, Shadow Priest is the way to go, I reckon. It's so much fun. Alrighty. Gonna do a Void Eruption. Bang. Alright. That was an arcane proc there. It's from our critical hits. Another solder free. Ooh. Okay, there's a trap here, so you gotta be careful, but it doesn't look like there's anything on the other side, but there might be a key that unlocks that door. So we'll keep an eye on that if we find any more keys. Ooh, locked. Yeah, these guys howl. So if you're casting while they howl, you'll get interrupted. Alrighty. Dot you. Dot you. And we'll dot you. You gotta watch out for these traps here, they do a lot of damage. Alright, ready, go. Oh, we got hit. Only by one of them though, but they take almost 25% of your health off, so you gotta be careful. Alright, this looks like a big group, but we got a few rats, so what we'll do is we'll target a rat, pull them all together, hit a rat with Shadow Word Pain, it should one-shot them, and then that will kill everything. Alright, here we go, ready? Boom! There we go, plan successful. That's why that Anima Power where the rats explode is a good one. Let's bring him over to the rat. 1, 2, 3. Rat, you come over here. Bang. Easy damage. Shadow Word Death, Shadow Word Death, Shadow Word Death. Ah, here's that lock. Let's just kill these guys real quick while we've got Insanity. Alrighty. Object is locked. Yeah, there must be more keys around somewhere, or maybe I've missed one. If we find it, there is an Anima Power in there. Maybe there's a key down here somewhere. Alright, free this soul, free that soul. These hands have a little bit of health, but overall they're not too bad to worry about. Stay away them down as quick as you can. Alrighty. Damn, we didn't. Oh wait, there's the key. Wonder if that key will get us the chest we're looking for. Alright, here's an Anima Power. Mind Games liberates attack when it ends, interrupting and silencing the 5 seconds. While silence damage takes 100% more damage. Ooh, that can make Mind Games good. So Mind Games, in case you don't know, is the Venthyr priest talent, which assaults an enemy's mind, dealing, bunch of shadow damage, briefly reversing their perception of reality, which basically turns their healing into damage and their damage into healing. Alrighty, so we can get more Phantasma, or we can get a butt power chip. We'll go with the Mind Games one. I feel like that could be handy. Alright, let's grab this key here. Alrighty. Still looks locked, I don't know. There must be another key somewhere. I'm not going to worry about it though, because just one Anima Power is not going to be super amazing. But if this were a higher level floor, then yeah, it would have been worth the effort to go back and get that extra Anima Power. Alright, floor 5. So this is the second last floor. There are 6 floors all up. It's a rat. We'll just get rid of that rat. Alright, these traps, these things that spiral, you do not want to get hit by one of these. They teleport you if you get hit, and they do a lot of damage. And sometimes they teleport you into another one, and you can easily die if you get caught in one, so just be careful. Alright. I'm just gonna avoid erupt here. Get rid of these. Alright. Well, there's a lot of pots here. So on floor 6 there'll be another vendor, and there'll be the final boss. And that final vendor is where we'll spend the rest of our Phantasma as much as we can. Another soul there. Grab these pots. Oh, free anima power, cool. Some floors are huge and some are quite small. Kill the archer. He's a pain. Silence the shackles, because that does a bit of damage and slows us. We don't like that. Kill the rat. Probably should have pulled the rat to do some damage, actually. Cool. Rats will blow up in a sec. Oh, maybe not. Forgot. The rats run when they're on low health, so you want to try and kill them quickly if you want them to explode on your enemies. Otherwise they'll run away and explode somewhere else. Another anima power in here. Anything good? Initial damage, shadow of pain, always critical hit. Okay, cool. I'll go for that. I'll help us one-shot those rats. Alright, rat, come follow us. Alright. There's another soul, grab him. Another soul there. Yeah, if you choose to play Shadow Priest, I reckon you'll definitely have a lot of fun. Oh, here's a guy we can help. So sometimes you'll find a quest, bonus quest in here. And they'll give you another anima power if you do that quest. Every 30 seconds that you do not cast Shadow Man, healing your next Shadow Man is increased by 100%. Stacks 6 times, cool. Yeah, let's do that. Could be handy if we have to quickly heal ourselves. Yeah, the quest guy will also help you out a bit as well, so sometimes he's handy to have if you're gonna go into a tough area. Damnation on you. Out of the swirly. Kill the rat. Kill the pots. Oof, there's a lot of swirlies. Some traps can affect the enemies as well, so if you drag an enemy into a trap, they'll get damage from it. Some traps don't seem to affect them. Alright, here's our quest objective, so let's free him, and then we should get another animate power. You gotta give him a sec for the dialogue. There we are. Door of Shadows weakens all enemies pass through. Cool. By 20%. Door of Shadows is the other Venthyr ability, which all classes get if they choose Venthyr. So if we Door of Shadows through here, cool. Now they'll... Ah, okay, yeah. So they get a debuff on them like that. It makes them take additional damage. Interesting. Just, yeah, it's a bit of a mess here. Thank God for Shadow Word Death. It makes it a lot easier for situations like that. Alright, I'm gonna fight this guy away from the traps because they're really annoying. Fear him. Stack my my devouring plagues on them. Interrupt his strength. Another DP. Stand out his massive strike. Shadow of Death. There we go. Okay. Extend duration, Shadow of Pain. Hold on, Shackled. Power infusion cooldown recovers 100% faster. Oh, that's pretty cool. Line controls 30 seconds. Okay, yeah, we'll go this one. Shackle's good because we don't really use Shackle very often. We probably should. Shackle's preventing all actions movement. Yeah, Shackle's probably going to be a very useful spell to use in Shadowlands because it's undead everywhere. And so our cooldown is pretty much halved if we've shackled something on our power infusion. Alright, here's our vendor. Let's see, has he got anything interesting? We got 500 of these. Fade's cooldown reduced by 10 seconds. Defensive movement speed being reduced by 80%. Shield exhaustion increased by 5. Versatility by 3%. Watchful Eye defends you, dealing 933 holy damage to enemies that strike you in melee. That might actually be good. Let's do that. Shadow Word Pain by 4 seconds. 30% of the damage you absorb with powered shields reflected back. That could be useful too. Excuse me. Let's see. Nah, we're just gonna go 2 anima powers, I think. And we'll get versatility as well. Alright. Anima power 1, what we got? Door of Shadows, yeah, sure. There's pretty crappy options there. Cool, more rat, increased bonus charge Shadow of Death. That would be good, but because we're on floor 6, there's not going to be any more rats around. And we got 150 Phantasma. We might as well choose that, and we can buy another perk. Let's go for... Yeah, we'll go for a Damage Reflect. There we go. Alright, that's all the anima powers we can get this run. Sometimes you'll get way more, depending on what you do and how much Phantasma you get. But this is the final boss. Alrighty. I'll probably dot him up and then we'll break into Surrender to Madness. Surrender to Madness, Power Infusion, Void Bolt, Mind Blast, Void Bolt, Varying Plague, Void Bolt. Oh crap, I just realized we're gonna die because I used Surrender to Madness and I don't think we're gonna kill him very quickly. My mistake. How embarrassing. And we're dead. Okay. Well, don't do that. Can't believe I did that. Duh. Yeah, so that's how you fail at using Surrender to Madness, so we're not going to use that until the boss is on low health. Alright, attempt number 2. Now, our power infusion's on cooldown, so if we shackle him... Oh, invalid target, never mind. Oh, he's humanoid, he's not undead. Okay, I see. Alright, we're just gonna have to do this without those cooldowns for now. But we can use our Spell Reflect. And we can also use Fade. Yeah, look at that. Look at Fade tanking for us. That's pretty good, isn't it? Alrighty. Can use our Void Bolt again, because we didn't actually use that last time, because we used Thrown into Madness instead. Getting a lot of DPs here. Can use Fade again. Got a nice short cooldown on Fade, which is good. And reapply our dots. And start Shadow of Death. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. We're gonna use Vampiric Embrace. And down he goes. That was a bit sloppy of me, that my rotation of mine there. Oh wow, that was a nice big heal there. Alright, so that's pretty much a Torghast run for Shadow Priest. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you guys are considering maining Shadow Priest in Shadowlands, it looks like they will be top performers in Torghast. I had no trouble. I was pretty much a breeze that whole run except for my own mistakes, which is fair. So if you enjoyed this and you want to see some of my other videos in Torghast on other specs, feel free to subscribe to the channel and check back within a few days. I'm covering a lot of classes and a lot of specs between now and the end of beta. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.